Hello everybody, it's Miss Baby Wallace. Today I'm going to go ahead and begin to show you, first of all, these are bags. Now, being that we spend a whole lot of our money on stabilizers go under the embroidery, and this is actually tearaway. Why do they call it a tearaway stabilizer? Because you can tear it. You see how easy it is to tear? So anyway, I keep all my stabilizers in a bag, and I just kind of make them like a puzzle piece, and I use them over again. So this is just a quick tip, which you probably already know because you've probably been sewing for a lot of years. But nobody told me, so I'm passing that little dime on to you. What I'm going to show you today, I've already hooped this. This is tearaway stabilizer, and I was actually working on a video earlier about the bobbin, the white bobbin coming up on the side that it's not supposed to be, which is the embroidery side. Now I'm going to show you how to use the erase button or the back button. So for instance, let's just say that I embroidered shirt. Well, it left off the R for some reason or another, or it didn't place enough thread on there. It happens, thread breaks. I'm actually going to show you how to correct that without doing the manual way, which is in one of my first videos ever. So I'm getting the hang of this, and I wanted to share the knowledge with you. Bear with me just a second. I'm going to see if I can do this with one hand. So with the flourish, it's the Baby Lock flourish. You actually, once you have the, I'm going blank, the tearaway stabilizer with whatever fabric you have, and you have actually hooped it in your hoop, you now slide it in the flourish, and there's a gadget that you just pull down here, really nice and easy. I think I'm going to have to move my little pink light, which is really blessing us with light, but that's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is everything there? What do I have in here? I have a brown. Okay. So, let's go in here. If you press this button here, it's going to bring you images that I have actually uploaded to the machine. Oh, I got a good one. Let's see. I don't want to blind you. I'm trying to think of how to show you how to do that. Okay, so this is probably going to be the easy way. Okay, so first of all, let me show you the benefits of having a flourish. Okay, so let me take this light out of your eyes. These are images that are in my machine. I'm going to go ahead and show you this one. Let's say that you want to magnify that because it's really small for whatever reason. On a flourish, the only thing that you have to do is hit this button on the corner, and it shows you that there's a border, and the word is Yahweh, and then in Hebrew it says Yahweh. Okay, so let's say you want to magnify that a little bit more because you're a little bit blind like me. You just that's the hoop that it's in right now, and it's showing you where it's going to be. Oh, these are the hoops, my bad, sorry about that. But I only have this big hoop. I think it's 11 by 7 or 10 by 7. And this one. And this one's bigger than like a 5 by 7. It's like a 7 by something. So, this is a magnification again. And then the lower, like it makes it farther. Or demagnification. Okay, so let's use this one so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, on this machine, I'm trying not to get this in your eyes. Let's see if I can do it this way. Sorry, everybody. I'm getting this together. Okay, so let's just do it this way. So right now, this is what I have. And this is the section that I have to work with. I actually am going to have to choose to probably make that smaller. So, and rotate it. So with this machine, you can rotate it 90 degrees, another 90, and another 90. You can also just slightly rotate it. This is an awesome machine. Or a 1 degree, or vice versa if you want to do it back. For purposes for today, we'll just do this. Well, let me reset it. Okay, and I want to rotate it 90 degrees. Again, if you want to make it big, that's how it's going to look. Okay, I'm going to press OK. The size. I think okay, so this makes it smaller, and this magnifies it, makes it bigger. I'm going to try to go with the smaller one, since I'm just showing you. Again, anytime you want to look, you just magnify that and click OK. I think this makes it more together. This makes it farther apart. But let's do more together. This separates it horizontally, and this pushes it together horizontally. And you press OK. We've did this rotate, we've did the size, now move. This, if you push these buttons, you can move it along where you need it to be, but I really don't mess with that because it's going to give you, once you finish and edit, it's going to give you this little gadget here. This gadget is going to tell you, once you push it, where it's going to be here. For everyone that knows that, let me get busy so I can show you what I really want to show you. God, it looks really small. Okay, so it's not where I want it to be. So I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to push it all the way down here. And then this way. A little bit up. Sorry, I'm not showing you what I'm doing over there. Okay, I think that's actually centered, but I'm going to go ahead and hit this button here. And then that button. Okay, so it's going to be pretty small. So I'm going to click OK. Just move it over here just a bit, and I think it'll be okay. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. I'm going to look at it really quick, and then I'll begin. Okay, I'm going to begin. That's good enough for me. So I'm going to click embroidery because I'm ready to go. Now it's going to go ahead and begin with, sorry about the light, with the Hebrew words. But the whole reason I'm trying to show you, if you hit this button here, it's to the right lower corner. It has a plus and a negative and a needle looking. You'll see that it's going to take away one thread or add one thread. Take away 10 threads or add 10 threads. Now, when you push this button, it's going to skip all that, okay? Or take away 100 or plus 100. Or you can manually do 1 or 2, you know, plus 1 or whatever. This is the thread count that it's going to do. This is what it has to do. Oh gosh, I forget. These are the thread counts. Sorry. Anyway, this is the amount of time it's going to take. And I think this is the amount of colors that you can do. So for this video, I actually want to skip thread because I don't want to do the Hebrew. I want you to know that when you do embroidery and you upload something in your flourish or something that's already inside of it and you don't want to do one picture or the other and it's all in one, you can skip it. So for this video, we're going to skip the Hebrew word Yahweh. So do you see the green? So I actually pushed a -100 and then it went, right now, where is it at? It's on the H for Yahweh. So I think that's where it starts, but let's push this button again and see where it does. Okay, let's add 100 and see where it puts me back. Okay, so I want to go back to the Hebrew word Yahweh. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, so now I've went so far as to jump the Hebrew word Yahweh and the English word Yahweh and only do a border. I don't want that. I want at least one word in here. So let me take away 100 and see what it does. Okay. Let me take away 100 and see where I'm at. Okay, so now I have my whole word that I do want up there. Now remember, you have to add or take away depending on what you want to omit. I hope that I explained that correctly. I actually omitted all of the Hebrew word Yahweh. And I want the English now. So the English is going to take 3 minutes. I'm going to leave it in brown. And for this video, I'm going to go ahead and push start. I made a previous video where, and then you press OK, and you press this again, and you press start. I made a previous video documenting how you can correct errors manually by skipping little pieces. But this is so much easier. And how I learned about this is I had to, I've skipped so much, y'all, that it went straight to the border. So to do that, that's okay. We can still work it out. So we do skip 100. It's going back there. Skip one more. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Do you see this green arrow? This is telling you, this green plus sign, where the needle is. So I'm just holding it down until it gets to the Y and see where. Okay. Now let me see what I'm doing. Okay, now I'm back at the beginning. So let's push this again. I don't want to do that. So I want to skip. Skip. Let me come back over here. Okay. Let me come over here and see if I've done it. Plus. There it is. Okay. So I was actually doing it wrong. You have to press plus 100. If I'm skipping this Hebrew word, I'm pressing plus 100 because I want to skip 100 thread count. Y'all probably got a hold of that before I did in this video, but I know what I'm doing. When you're making a video, it's kind of hard to explain it, especially when you have a camera and you're the cameraman and doing all this good stuff. So let's push this baby to work since I've wasted a couple of minutes. Yes, okay. So remember that I was just trying to show you, the whole point of this video was just to show you that you can leave out a bit or a piece of any embroidery job that you've uploaded or that's already inside your computer. So we've actually done away with the Hebrew word Yahweh, and now we're just doing the English version. and it's going to push all that through. I'll go ahead and pause this so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Okay, so this is what most people wanted to know. This says check and rethread the upper thread. My thread just broke in the middle of the session, or in the middle of the job. So what you do then is you rethread it, you press OK, then you come over here, and then you do take away 10 threads. Let me do 10 more. Now it's going to go back before it broke, and everything will be as it should, so it'll complete that W. Just a second, let me rethread it. I've rethread it and took it back 20 notches. I'm trying to see if you can see the W. Let me stop it real quick. Stop. And then I'm going to hit this button here. Press the needle position to raise the needle. Okay. Okay, I'm going to push this negative, 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 negative. I want to go back to the W. Let me see. Okay. Now it's back on the W.
Go.
What time is it? Okay, and I can stop that. And do the same thing to catch up with the R. Or the H, I'm saying. So plus 100. There it is. Now I'm on the H again. Now it's starting back where we stopped just a minute ago, to go back over the W. And that is how you fix errors. By the easiest way, let me say, on how to fix something when your thread breaks. Thanks for watching.